Hey folks, this is Alex Blencarn from the Bose & Cox Platinum team. I just wanted to come at you today with a quick video talking about the different types of sewage systems commonly found on rural properties. All that and more coming up. So in general, many rural properties are serviced by a private sewage system rather than connected to the municipal system. So today what I'm going to talk about is the installation, operation, and common issues found with those private systems. To start, let's talk about the difference between private and municipal systems. So in a private system, the type of sewage system will actually vary depending on many factors, such as lot size and soil conditions. However, the most common type is a septic system. This is where discharge from the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry flow into a tank where the solids are then separated from the liquids. Then the liquids will flow into a pipe system called a leaching bed, where it leaches through the soil and is then purified before reaching any groundwater. Whereas the solids will remain in the tank and be pumped out periodically to empty the tank, generally about every 3 to 5 years. On the flip side, the municipal system allows waste from a rural property to flow by gravity into sewer piping. That waste is then carried to a treatment facility where it's cleaned before being released. Okay, so now let's talk about the different types of systems. So the most common system, as I discussed, is a Class 4, which is a tank and leaching bed system. As I discussed earlier, the leaching bed is a series of pipes that extend from the tank and release water back into the ground. So there are two primary factors that will determine the size and type of septic system, and those are the maximum amount of wastewater in the building that it could produce daily, and the soil/site conditions. So maximum use is based on the potential number of people who could be living in the home. For every bedroom, the regulations assume that there are 2 people, and they also look at the total living space or the total fixture counts, which include sinks, tubs, toilets, etc. And soil and site conditions are also assessed to determine how large the septic system must be. Another guideline to follow is the location. So septic tanks and drain fields should be located in areas that are not prone to flooding or excessive water ponding. And the Ontario Building Code actually dictates a minimum distance of separation between the leaching bed and any well, structure, lot line, or watercourse. And just a pro tip here, if the pipe coming out from the house can be located, the septic tank is typically about 5 feet from that house, and this area could be probed to see if the septic tank can be found if the owner does not know where it's located. Additionally, if the owner doesn't have any drawings regarding the septic tank, these may be available from the local regulatory authority. Okay, so now let's talk about some common sewage/septic issues. So the first one is clogging. So over time, the solid material that accumulates in the septic system can begin to flow into the leaching bed if it's not frequently pumped. When this happens, it can plug the pipes or the bed and cause a sewage backup, which can be very expensive to fix. Another thing is volume. So over time, septic systems are subject to increased use. And some were built for small homes and were not enlarged when additions were made. And that new volume of water can put strain on the septic system and eventually lead to its malfunction. So regular septic maintenance and moderate water use can prevent these problems, and forward thinking when sizing and installing the system can allow for some extra capacity to meet future needs. So let's say, for example, you are installing a septic system and you're planning to have a family in the future. Definitely build that septic system larger than you need right now, because when that increased volume comes, that septic system will be prepared. So now let's talk about what happens when that septic system malfunctions. So a clogged system can be hazardous to the environment and expensive. It can actually cost up to $25,000 in some cases for repair. And it can also degrade water supplies and reduce your property value. And normally the building department will actually require you to replace the entire system and any damaged landscape when there is a system malfunction. So now let's talk about maybe some symptoms of that malfunctioning. Slow draining sinks, tubs, showers, and toilets could be a symptom of a malfunctioning septic system. Another one could be odor in the house or the drinking water. And you also might see thick or green grass in the leaching bed area when this is not typical. And finally, Excessive water on the ground in the septic tank or leaching bed area could signal a malfunctioning septic system. Alrighty guys, that's all from me. I hope you liked that video, and if you have any questions or comments about real estate, please drop them below and I will get back to you with a personalized response or make a whole other video about it. Alrighty guys, if you like this video and you're interested in this kind of content, please drop a like and subscribe. It really helps with the channel. And until next time guys, take care.